Hey, what's up guys, my name is Rishabh and you are watching Everyone's Story. Today I'm reviewing episode 68 of this Pokemon Journeys. So without wasting any time, let me jump straight to the video. Okay, the episode starts with Ash and Go, heading to Professor Oak's lab. Since just after that the episode changed its pace and jumped straight into the action. Go meet Professor Oak after a long time, last time he met him when he was 6. Then they go on a hilarious talk about the kid who had overslept, due to which they get late for the camp. And of course they were talking about Ash, who had overslept. Although after that, Professor tells them about the Project Mew and the team who are researching on it. Even he asks Ash and Go to join the team, but Go just refuses it. Maybe as we know he is little shy type boy, and don't wants to work on a team. And then we got the moment we all are waiting for, Ash reunite with his old Pokemons. Unfortunately it was a little disappointing, as we had not seen much interactions of Ash with them. Even we had not seen Ash all Pokemon that are in lab, like we didn't see Sceptile, Torterra and some others Pokemon too. However, in starting it was nice to see, Ash runs to Charizard and Bulbasaur. Whatever before the episode we know it's going to happen, as this episode was already a very packed one. Also the main focus of the episode was Gary, and the Project Mew introduction. So Ash reuniting with his old Pokemons, was only a small part of the episode. Although after that, Professor tells Ash and Go that Infernape is missing from the lab. Before he do some practice battle with Ash fire Pokemons, like Charizard, Talonflame and some more. Even at this point, we see a flashback scene of Ash in his Sinnoh outfit. With his Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape. Then also Professor mentioned about Tracy, who was looking for Infernape. Since I just love this scene, that they are mentioning some of the old scene as a flashback. Also I'm very happy to see that Tracy still exists, and writers are even acknowledging him. So it was also a good thing of this episode, which actually refresh a lot of old memories. Then Ash and Go went to find Infernape, but when Go fails to catch a Pidgeotto, they get attacked by Onix. Luckily they get saved by Blastoise, which of course belong to Gary Oak. So after long time, Gary make his epic entrance. Since in my previous video I already told you guys, that by seeing Blastoise it seems he had recently used Hydro Pump. Then maybe Ash and Go will get stuck in a trouble, and Gary will save them with his Blastoise. So again my prediction gets correct. Although then we saw Ash and Gary interaction, I just liked it so much, it seems that they are really a very good friends. Also still after a long time his cocky personality, is so nice to see. Consequently we also see some flashback scenes of Ash and Gary, when they had started their journey. Then one shot of Ash and Gary Johto League battle, and at last the scene where Gary had given Ash the half part of the Pokeball. Since I'm so glad, that they also had included this scene, as it was a very awesome scene for me personally. Then next we saw Gary challenge Go, and said that he had to prove himself that he worthy to be Ash companion. I think it was a little crazy, as first Kiawe said Go the same thing, and now Gary also. Although after that Ash said to Gary, that they are looking for Infernape. And then we saw another flashback, which personally no one had accepted to see. We saw the flashback of Ash and Paul match in the Sinnoh League, and I'm very happy to see Paul in Journey's artwork. Next we saw they had reached the valley, where they figure out that Moltres is going to come. Also they had understand that Infernape is actually trying to call him, to have a battle. And to become the strongest fire-type Pokemon, all around, and wholesome this was the reason, he was challenging all of Ash fire-type Pokemon. And also because of the same reason, he is challenging Moltres. Since then we saw one more awesome reunion, of Ash and Infernape. Next we saw Moltres arrive, and we gets to see a raid battle. In which first Infernape battle against Moltres. Then Blastoise take the spot. Also Cinderace joined the scene, but didn't do any damage. After that the battle ended, by Pikachu and Electivire. Then Moltres leave the battle, and left his one feather for Gary. Since I'm not explaining the battle in detail, but it was really a very amazing one. However during the battle, Moltres used a move named Burn Up. Which then Gary states, that now he is no more fire type. So many of you asking me, that what does it means? So we all know, that Moltres is 50% fire type, and 50% flying type Pokemon. And when he used Burn Up move, he just burned all his flame, that was inside of him. That results he become 100% flying type Pokemon, in a way. Also for that time, his flying type moves become more powerful, and accurate. That's why after that when he used Hurricane on Blastoise, he get knocked out easily. As that time his flying type moves, are so powerful. Even this was the reason, that when Pikachu and Electivire attack him with Thunderbolt, he get damage a lot. That he just leave the battle, just after that. As we know flying type moves are weak, against electric type moves. Whatever I hope I was able to understand you guys, that what just happened out there. Now after all these, they gone back to lab, where Gary talked to Asahi, on the phone, who was also one of the member of this Project Mew team. And we learned that Gary's whole mission in this episode, was for Project Mew. Since to be honest, now I'm very excited for these Project Mew arc. Even after confirming, that Gary is also a part of this Project Mew. Since in my breakdown video previously, I had already told you guys that Gary will also be in this Project Mew and I again get correct. Whatever at last Gary said to go, to rethink about his decision of joining it or not. And then the episode ended, with Ash and Gary handshake. So it was a very nice episode, even though it had issues. Like Ash reunion with his Pokemons, was so rushed, we didn't see much interactions. Also Infinite had not get much time to battle against Moltres. But still after all these, I think Gary actually carried the episode. That's why this episode rating is 8 out of 10. And now that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, so don't forget to subscribe this channel and hit that bell icon to get more this type of related videos in future. Also be sure to comment your thoughts right down below. Now at last as always, you guys can follow me on my social media handles like Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for watching.